Hello. Dirty trucking. Let me tell you what just happened. I stopped at the grocery store to get some last minute items for Thanksgiving. I put the bags in the trunk of the car. Somehow I laid the keys down in the trunk of the car, not knowing I laid them down in the trunk. Went back, got the can pop, put it in the trunk, closed the trunk. Then I patted my legs because I thought I put the keys in it. I missed the keys, so I'm checking my purse. Keys not in the purse. Oh my God. Didn't pop the lock on the door to have the door unlocked. Because if I'd have done that, all I had to do was get in and push the button and pop the trunk. I could have got access to the keys. Can't get in the car now. So now we had to take something to try to get in the car. We get the doors open. Now the anti-theft is kicked in. The anti-theft is blinking. And that's what's preventing the trunk from opening when you push the button on the dash. But get this. This is a 21 Toyota Camry that when you lock your keys in the trunk, you just fucked. You can't get in there. And now the anti-theft is kicking in on the car. So if you close the door back up, it's going to lock. So I had to leave the car door open or sit in the car. Then if you open the door back up, the alarm going off. And I called Hertz. Hertz claimed they were sending a locksmith. Told me it was going to be $83 and some change. Telling me they should be there shortly. I should have known this was some fucking game going on here. I hung up the phone. The guy pulled up with a tow truck. It's AAA. I said, are you the locksmith? He said, no. I said, I need a locksmith. The keys are locked in the trunk. He said, well, I could just thought I could pull the seat down. We tried that. Toyota designed a car that has folding seats in the back, but you can't fold them from inside the car. The two levers to let the seats down are in the trunk that is locked because the keys are locked in the trunk and you can't pop the trunk. So you can't fold the seats down. So now you fucked. You got no choice but to call a locksmith. Now unless you a lock picker. Now I sat there from 7:30 till just now. My son had to drop me off because Hertz emergency services suck. They call Detroit Locksmith, which advertises 24/7. They told Hertz that they had a technique. They was going to come out and unlock the car. We're going to give you a call back with an ETA. They never called back. The guy was staying on the phone with me from Hertz to make sure he beep in and give him an ETA. He never did. But in the meantime, I had an issue with the other representative who set up the locksmith in the first place. I was calling back to find out an ETA when they're going to get there because AAA had left. He tried everything. He pulled all the fuses. He tried to disable the anti-theft to stop it from blinking to see if the button would pop the trunk. It wouldn't stop blinking. So now he done left. Nothing he can do. He showed up for no reason. Now Hertz made me believe the locksmith is on his way till I call back and find out I get the male representative on the phone. Sound like he from Texas or somebody, some damn cowboy and shit, telling me I don't see anything in the notes about they called a locksmith. I said, I just got off the phone with them not too long ago telling me the locksmith is going to be $83 and something cent and they should be there shortly. But after I hung up with her, AAA showed up and he wasn't a locksmith and he couldn't do anything. Telling me he ain't one to give up. What the fuck kind of game is this? What the fuck kind of emergency services do you have with a rental car where you let somebody sit out there fucking around with a car for 8 fucking hours in the cold in Detroit and nobody showed up? And then when I called, they gave me the number to Detroit Lock. I called some girl that's talking like she from the hood and shit, chewing on food. Talking about we ain't got nobody available till 9 o'clock in the morning. I said, what you mean 9 o'clock in the morning? This advertises 24/7. Well, you know, it is the holiday. So you 24/7. That includes holidays. I know how this go with emergency. This is an emergency breakdown service. This includes holidays. Them motherfuckers let me sit there. My phone died. If my son had to just came on his own, I'd have been still sitting in that motherfucking car in the cold, shivering. My son just happened to show up. I don't know if he tried to call me or what. I was sitting in the back seat of the car. It's at the grocery store in the parking lot. And the whole time I'm sitting there, it's just cars pulling up in there. Coming in, checking the time on the door, see what time the store open. Then a white car pulled up there with some old funny shit on the side, down the side of the door. Bagged up behind a parking spot behind the car with the light shining on the car. My son